right, so I need some clarification here. Are these movies and TV shows failing because they are objectively bad? Or is there some kind of orchestrated campaign of hate and harassment that is being used to bring these shows and movies down? Which one is happening here? Because if I'm looking at this tweet from Nerdrotic, it seems like he is taking responsibility for being part of that orchestration of getting a show canceled. That's what's happening here. Our work here is done as they're breaking down the sets for Star Trek Starfleet Academy. But wait a minute, I've been told by lots of people that follow Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and Geeks and Gamers that the shows are so objectively bad that they were DOA and there was no hope for them to begin with. So why would they be taking credit for the show getting canceled if, in fact, it was the show itself that was the problem? Why would he say our work here is done? And this isn't the first time he said something like this. So I'm like, in the comment section, when his people come over, and I'm calling you guys his people because that's what it is. Like the people that follow him and all of these channels come over and say these things are just bad and that's why they are going away. Then why is it that we have manufactured outrage about every single thing? If Supergirl is gonna be bad, it's going to be bad regardless of whether or not you guys tell me that Millie Alcock said something that made you cry on the internet. If Starfleet Academy is going to be bad, it's going to get canceled whether or not you guys make 1,000 videos about it. You see, that's how something objectively works. If it is bad or faulty or something that no one's going to like, it is going to just end on its own without any outside influence whatsoever. If you have to be told that Snow White is going to suck because Rachel Zegler said something outside of the film, and therefore the movie is going to suffer because of something she said outside of the film, the quality of that thing is going to be bad because of something she said on a red carpet or an interview, then you are being indoctrinated by these channels. They are doing this. And here he is taking responsibility for that. So my question is, which one is it? Are these things actually in reality bad, or are you manufacturing their downfall? Are you creating it? This is why I don't look at scores like downvotes and upvotes on YouTube or Rotten Tomatoes or any of those things. I don't look at them realistically when they can be misused and abused. You can create a fake narrative by using downvotes or creating fake accounts. All these things create the perception that something is either good or bad without any sort of accountability for it. Now, when Starfleet Academy ended, I was kind of upset about it. I enjoyed the show. Was it my favorite Star Trek show? No, it's probably not even in my top 5, but I liked it. And I know some people that probably would put it in their top 5. For me, it wasn't a top 5 show, but I had a good time. Hopefully we're going to get the second season, so we'll at least get to see where some of these characters end up going. Nevertheless, there were people that actually enjoyed it. And I know that makes a lot of these guys mad that there are people that genuinely like a show that they didn't like. But who on earth needs that level of validation? Why do you need that? When you go to your restaurant, your favorite restaurant with your friends, do they all have to order the same thing you do on the menu? It's all like, I'm going to have steak, so everybody has to have steak. And if they don't, we're just going to scream about it until they finally give in and eat the steak. Is that the world we exist in now with media, with things that we love? You don't have to like everything that I like, and I don't have to like everything that you like, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have the right to exist. And that's the argument. That's where I bump heads with people constantly. You can hate Starfleet Academy. You can give me 1,000 reasons why you didn't like it. And that's absolutely valid. But if the show is successful enough on its own to maintain a viewer base, then I don't want to hear anything about how objectively bad it is. That doesn't make sense. We're talking about a piece of art. As long as the show does all the things it's supposed to do correctly, like the process of filming and lighting and all of these things are done in a way that is at a standard in the industry, then there is no objectively good or bad in the end product. It's just whatever you decide it is for you, personally. Some people might like it more than others, and if it does not get enough viewers or people do not want to tune in for it, or in this case, there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes with Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers, and a huge fucking massive bit of debt. When you've got things like that happening, it affects TV shows like this. We've seen it happen over the years. This isn't some new thing. But let's roll it back. Let's roll it back here. Nerdrotic is taking responsibility for this. He is laying claim to this. Our work here is done. This means that he is admitting in this tweet, and he, like I said, he's done this before. He is admitting that he is part of a organized campaign to harass and harm these TV shows, the people on set, the writers, the directors, everyone involved with it, the actors, the producers. This is a organized campaign from these guys using their platforms to go over and get things canceled and removed. If that's not cancel culture in a nutshell, I don't know what is. I don't know what it is anymore, if that's the case. Organization from a community to mass go after something until it is actually literally canceled. That's cancellation culture for me. That's what it is. And these guys are participating in it. The same group that doesn't want it done to them. So they're like, we don't want people doing it to us, but we're totally okay with doing it to other people. And we're going to take responsibility for it. We're going to take claim for doing it. So that's crazy. So in the comments section, if you're a follower of Nerdrotic or Critical Drinker, please explain to me how something that was objectively bad and was going to get canceled anyway, why is Nerdrotic claiming ownership and success over this? Why is he doing that? And I don't want straw mans. I don't want fallacy arguments. I don't want ad homs. I want an answer. Steel man my position when I'm asking you, why is he taking responsibility for the show getting canceled if the show was objectively bad? It was going to be canceled anyway because it sucks so much. Please explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. I would love to understand that because it doesn't make any sense. And here we are now in a position where these guys are no longer pretending that they're passively part of the fandom. They are now actively engaged in campaigns to get things taken off of TV and get movies taken out of the box office. Failures at the box office. That's them. This is that community. Congratulations.